what's it going to be? It's going to be 100%. Alright, welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about why I think M Lites, in particular this M235i, are really good cars to start with, and why I think the M235i is one of the best M Lite cars. So let's get into it. Just wanted to show you guys the new steering wheel here. Honestly, these transform a car. If you guys are looking to get one of these done, I'd highly recommend it. I actually went for the perforated leather on the top and bottom, and then also the carbon trims, and I went for the Alcantara where your hands actually go. And honestly, it is one of the best things I've forked out money-wise for the car. It's absolutely incredible, and it transforms the driving of it. So, we're going to be talking about the car, which you can see there, the M235i. Now, I'm going to be listing out a few reasons on why I think the M235i is one of the best M Lites that money can buy. So, let's start off with the engine. So, if we start off by opening the bonnet, you'll be able to see in here is the glorious N55. Now, this engine is a 3-litre straight 6, and I think it's one of BMW's best sounding engines out of the box. It sounds really good from factory. It does have its few, I guess you could say, teething issues, which can be easily fixed money wise, but out of the box it is a really good engine to start with. Let's close that. So next thing we're going to talk about is the body styling. Now, I personally way prefer these compared to the hatchback version that comes in the M140 and the M135i. I think for styling, these are one of the best looking coupes that BMW have ever released. In terms of what the new M235i looks like, I think it looks absolutely pants compared to this F-Series shape. I think this F-Series shape is one of the best that BMW have made. You do have to do a few things like lowering it, wheel spacers, get a spoiler on it and diffuser and all that. Once you've done it, it transforms it. On the interior, as you can see, it's still really modern. For the age of the car, they do look really good. And the space in the back, I know they're not the 5-seater like the hatchback versions of these are, but these do have plenty of room. I've been in the back of this all the way to Germany when someone else was driving it, and there's plenty of room to stretch your legs. Now, this isn't going to be like a review on the M Lite. I'm just highlighting on why I think this particular version of M Lite is one of the best versions you can get for money. And there it is in all its glory, the M235i. So in a minute, we'll actually start the car up and I'll give you guys a few little clips of what my particular one sounds like. But the reason I think the M Lite, or this M235i is one of the best, is purely insurance in the UK. Now, insurance-wise, if you're from the UK, you have to pay stupid money to insure a B58. And that is because there's so many M140i's written off and crash damage ones that obviously insurance companies don't want to insure younger drivers with a B58. Whereas the N55 isn't as common, so the 135s are a little bit more, I guess you could say, better on insurance, but there's still more of them written off than there are actually the 2 Series shape. So these are actually really reasonably priced, and the insurance is pretty decent on them. So I think we'll start this up, and then I'll show you guys a little bit of what it sounds like from inside the car. And this is one of the reasons why I think this particular shape of car is so good, and it's purely because of the fact it's pretty hard to crash. Not that I've tried to crash it, but the weight proportions of this, it really does stick to the ground a lot better than the hatchback versions do. The car is in sport there, and I'll let you guys hear a few little clips. Now, obviously, I know I have a full custom exhaust on this, and it's not going to sound like that out of the box. But regarding what this engine sounds like, it is really, really good compared to other engines that I guess you could say. The B58 does sound arguably better in some people's eyes, but I think the N55 takes the win for sure. This car even has the feature of launch control, so if I'll show you it now, it is only in the manual terms, I guess you could say, because I've never driven an auto one of these. I've driven an auto M240i, but not a 235. So all you have to do for this is pretty much put it in gear, and then you build the revs up, but obviously you've got to have the clutch down, and then you hold the res button, which I don't know if this comes from factory with the BMs, but in my opinion, I've only noticed this since I've had MHD installed with anti-lag activated. But I'll show you guys it now. And it doesn't build up anymore. So the reason I've kind of come to grips of why this is kind of launch control is with the anti-lag, you can rev the car while you're holding the anti-lag button. However, when you're in gear with your foot on like the clutch down and everything like that, it holds it there almost ready for you to dump the clutch. Not that I do launch the car though, because obviously it's not good on all the drivetrain and everything like that to do it regularly. But I just love every angle of the car. I know this isn't sitting on like, you know, stock wheels at the moment, but these aftermarket ones sit really well as the front. The brakes are pretty decent for what they are. Obviously I have upgraded mine and stuff like that, but there's loads of stuff you can do with these cars with the money, and the M235 just sounds glorious. What I want to hear is your guys' thoughts in the comment section. I want to know what you think is the best M Lite for the money. Do you think the 235 takes the win for regarding price point and performance, as well as handling and insurance, or do you think it is just a straight up M140i, as everyone wants to get one of them these days and run an M140i, even though they're dropping in value, but the insurance is definitely going up? So let me know your thoughts. I'd be curious to know what you guys think is the best value for money with these M Lites. One very important thing, make sure to always have your oil topped up on maximum, especially with this M235 engine. You want to make sure it's always topped up because these are very prone to oil starvation, so having it on maximum is just going to keep the engine in tip-top condition basically, and keep the health of it like really good. So let's see what it says. What's it going to be? It's going to be 100%. It's always on maximum. And you top it up. And you top it up again. This thing does drink oil a little bit. But that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I really want to know your comments down below about what you think is the best M Lite on the market at the moment out of the four: the M140i, the 135, the 240, and also the M235i. And if you have any questions or comments, then leave them down in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. I also have loads planned for this car and the channel. We're also got like a massive trip going to the Nürburgring and everything like that, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for that. Apart from that, I really appreciate you guys watching. One last little sound check, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.